said, none is better than Khadija. She believed in me when nobody else did. True? So Bibi Khadija, Rasulullah would say, Allah has not given me like Khadija. She believed in me while others did not. And she stood by me when others didn't. And she gave me Fatima. Khadija gave him what others didn't. In those early years, Khadija stood by him. And you know this Khadija, when the Sha'b of Abu Talib, you know when they were in the valley of Abu Talib, they were all poor. They were in the valley of Abu Talib, they were all poor. Khadija would eat grass so that Rasulullah would eat good food. And she wouldn't sleep so that Rasulullah was safe. Which wife sacrificed like Khadija? That if it wasn't for her wealth, these 3 years in Abu Talib's valley, there is no way the Muslims would have survived. No way. She gave all her wealth, and that's why Rasulullah said, this religion would not have survived were it not for the wealth of Khadija and were it not for the wealth of Khadija and the sword of Ali. These two saved the religion of Islam. And look at the way the Muslims treat their grave today. The way the Muslims treat the grave of Khadija in Mecca. You have to stand there for a few seconds and then they tell you to move. And the grave of Abu Talib, you stand for a few seconds and they tell you to move. And Rasulullah, when these two died, he said, this is the year of grief for me. I've lost my backbones, Abu Talib and Khadija. And I say to Sayyidah Khadija, oh Sayyidah Khadija, you were oppressed now and you were oppressed when you died. Someone says, what do you mean you were oppressed when you died? You know Rasulullah, when he came to bury Bibi Khadija, he came, but because they were so poor, the kafan that he had was not long enough to cover her body. The kafan was not long enough. Those of you who've had to bury your mothers or your fathers, didn't you have a kafan long enough to cover the body? Isn't it an honor from Allah? Khadija, the wealthiest woman, had no kafan. He would try to cover the body, there's no kafan. It is sad to see a human die without a kafan, isn't it? No human deserves to die without a kafan on their body. Rasulullah looked up towards the heavens. He said, Ya Allah, I am your prophet. And this is Khadija. I have no kafan long enough. I beg you, Ya Allah, answer my dua. The narrations say at this moment, Jibreel came to Rasulullah with 5 kafans. All of you know where I am heading. All of you take your hearts to where I am heading. He came with 5 kafans. Rasulullah looked at him, he said to him, Jibreel, tell me who is the first kafan for? He said to him, Ya Rasulullah, the first kafan. Ya Rasulullah, the first kafan is for your wife Khadija. He said to him, Jibreel, tell me who the second kafan is for. He said to him, Ya Rasulullah, the second kafan is for you, so that when you die there is a kafan to cover your body. He said to him, Jibreel, tell me who is the third kafan for. He said to him, Ya Rasulullah, the third kafan is for Fatima al-Zahra. That when she dies there is a kafan to cover her body. He said to him, Jibreel, tell me who is the fourth kafan for. He said to him, Ya Rasulullah, the fourth kafan is for Ali ibn Abi Talib. That when he dies there is a kafan to cover his body. He said to him, Ya Rasulullah, he looked at him and said, Ya Jibreel, tell me who is the fifth kafan for. He said to him, Ya Rasulullah, the fifth kafan is for your grandson Hassan. That when he dies there is a kafan to cover his body. He looked at him and he said to him, Jibreel, tell me where is the kafan for Abdullah. said to him, Jibreel, tell me where is the cover for Abu Abdullah? He said to him, Ya Rasulullah, Abu Abdullah will die without a cover on his body. He said to him, Jibreel, why? He said to him, because the horses of Bani Umayyah will trample on the body of Abu Abdullah. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to raise us with Muhammad and Muhammad, to allow us to follow the message of Imam Sahib al-Asr al-Zaman, raise us with Khadija al-Kubra, allow us to be amongst those who follow her message in this world and the hereafter. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all our brothers in Saudi Arabia, all our brothers in Iraq and Iran and Syria and in Burma and Pakistan, and all around the Islamic world. Ya Allah, hasten the reappearance of our 12th Imam, Imam Sahib al-Asr al-Zaman. Allow us to be amongst his companions and those who follow his way and are martyred under his cause. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the Surah al-Fatiha, but before it the loudest of your salawat.